Well, hello, and welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 40. I'm Kier.
And I'm Leash, and welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah. 2026.
2026, season 2 for Pop and Heat.
That's right.
And, we started this exact time last year, basically.
Yeah.
Wishing everybody Happy New Year, and here we are for season 2 saying Happy New Year and starting on a cool number, episode 40.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think so.
We got to 40. We got 39 episodes in 2025.
Yeah, to spice up season 2, you may have noticed, or you may have caught our video that we posted a couple days ago. We freshened up the belts here. So
yeah,
I dig this current lineup here. This is a little more old school. So you got the golden era here, some attitude era. This is Brock Lesnar. I want to say like 2012-ish, 2013 maybe.
We got the ladies row up top.
Yeah, ladies row up top for sure. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. If you go onto our any of our social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, any of those, we posted a quick video of us changing them up because we do have quite a big belt collection, and it's been suggested that we change it, and we had fun doing it.
Yeah. It makes sense. We'll probably do it, more often than it seemed through season 1. Especially as the collection grows, we're going to want to switch things up. So, keep your eyes open for that.
Yeah, if you've seen what our backdrop looked like before and what our backdrop looks like now, and you have any suggestions of belts for us to acquire or switch out, let us know.
We did a video of showing all or most of the belts that we have and just kind of said, which one should we get next? And somebody had actually commented to say, get the Attitude Era Big Eagle. So we have it.
The Big Eagle, we got it now.
This actually is not one that I bought off the website. It is official WWE, but this one's actually from 2001.
It's actually official WWF.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to legally say that. But
the logo's right there. And it's not just one of those like Amazon ones that you can have made. This is legit WWE from 2001. So 25-year-old belt.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty neat. Another new addition is we're hands-free, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Right. Forgot about
some, what do you call this? A mic arm.
A boom stand,
I think. Boom stand. That sounds more official than mic arm. I like mic arm.
We're hands-free.
Yeah. Hey. So we're hands-free.
Look at us evolve.
Yeah,
it's
fantastic. We're growing.
Yeah.
We're growing up.
Pretty great.
Tonight we are going to recap. Very quickly, we'll go through our recap for Friday Night Smackdown, January 2nd, the new year, and Monday Night Raw, which was the 5th, January 5th.
Yeah, the Netflix anniversary.
Yeah, that's right. Stranger Things crossed over.
Yeah, okay.
We'll talk about that. And then we got some social stuff for you and some predictions for this week's SmackDown and Monday's Raw coming up.
Let's get after it.
Let's get into it, folks. Okay, so Friday Night SmackDown on January 2nd, we opened the show with The Miz and Randy Orton. So The Miz kind of came out airing all of his grievances of 2025, and he should have been fighting John Cena, and he should be more important than he is. It's a fun look for The Miz.
It's a very Miz-like promo.
It is,
for sure.
Yeah. Randy Orton comes out. The Miz is very excited, thinking there's some kind of alignment happening between the two of them.
Yeah.
And Randy Orton very quickly throws several RKOs on him.
It's really funny. I don't think there's one human watching this show that didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But the comedy of Miz acting like he's excited he's there and like this is good news. Well, this is going to be
we're
great.
The locker room leaders.
Yeah, and just like Randy Orton is back.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
This ain't going to be good for you.
That's quite comical and likely sets up a feud between the two of them.
I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know if they're going to really give any of that to Miz. I think it was maybe just a fun way to bring Randy back, but hopefully they'll do something good with Randy. I want to see him in a title picture. 15's got to be
Yeah, I
coming his
think you
way.
want bigger stuff for him, but they might do something slow like this to start him out. Next on SmackDown, we had the 8-woman tag team match. First, I want to comment when we made our prediction for this, because we did do predictions on our last episode. I think we assumed it was every team for themselves.
We did, yeah.
And so we predicted, I think we predicted
Kabukis, I think.
Yeah, we did. We predicted the Kabukis.
Yeah.
And we assumed it was everyone for themselves, but it was actually 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changed everything.
Yeah, it did. But I mean, yeah. So
we were wrong.
We were wrong. And I think, yeah, I don't know. I think I actually noted that we were correct because I thought that we predicted Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, but we didn't. We predicted the Kabuki Warriors, and we were wrong.
You know, I used to say, I mean, no surprise there because we got things wrong a lot, but we've been pretty good. Like we've gotten good at this.
Yeah.
And I think that
better than we were anyway. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about good. We've gotten better than we were.
I'm good. Okay. I've won a couple of our little back and forths.
Yeah.
Because you like to have a winner.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and again, asterisks, we didn't know that it was 4-on-4.
No, I know. We just kind of assumed that. Yeah, so Io Sky won this with an over the moon salt on Kairi Sane, and Io Sky and Rhea Ripley kind of finishing strong there. Interesting. Well, we'll get into what happened next, but yeah. I have a big star here saying we did not know it was 4-on-4. So,
yep, it was fun. It was an all right match. I liked it better than the championship match that came later.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you had some issues with the ladies' matches of Monday
did.
Night Raw, which normally we're huge fans of the ladies because they're hard workers and they're great wrestlers, but some duds there. Anyway, next on SmackDown, we had Kit Wilson versus Matt Cardona. Okay, so my 2 quick comments here, and you'll likely add to these. First of all, Kit Wilson. I mean, it's a bit of a joke, but he's obviously just him now. Pretty Deadly is not in action. I guess, what's the other, Elton something?
Yeah.
I think he might be injured right now.
I mean, it's a very revised version of Kit Wilson and not for the better. No. I mean, they're both terrible versions.
And he says he's killing toxic masculinity, and then Matt Cardona comes out and he's just a ball of masculinity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was great, I guess. Great pair up if that's what they were, the storyline they were trying to hit.
That's it. I mean, it's a good paycheck for Kit, I'm sure, but it's not conducive to long-term success being that guy. That's 2 pretty weak characters. Hard to come back from that kind of start.
Yeah.
I think.
Matt Cardona comes back. So first of all, very confusing. Comes up on the screen, Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Then switches on the screen to Matt Cardona. So it lists both names. Throughout the match, the announcers are calling him both Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona. They're like, Cardona this, Zack that. And I'm like, it sounds like there are multiple people in the ring.
Yeah, like it was just sort of acceptable that this was going to happen because they just changed his name midway through his entrance.
But commit to one name. It's fine. I'll accept that you changed it. Okay. He came back as Zack Ryder. Now he's Matt Cardona. I'll accept it. But don't use both names in one match. That's super confusing.
Yeah. And I mean, it was Michael Cole making the mistake the most, I think. And he's pretty tenured. I think he's 27, 28 years in. Like, you should be better than that.
So even they were confused. Matt Cardona wins his first WWE win in over 6 years, which is likely how long he's been away approximately. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I think it was basically
sounds right.
2020, I think he said, or 2019.
Something like that. He's back. I'm excited for this. I mean, I was saying it's probably really great for you. You kind of questioned, you're like, he was doing great in the indies, and he says that he loves that.
Okay. I'm glad you said this. So,
Okay.
but I'll quickly go through this. There's that. What do you want to talk about episode with Cody and Kevin Owens, and they talk about Matt Cardona, and
Yeah.
Kevin says like, okay, like you call yourself the indie king, but then all you do is talk about how bad you want to be back in WWE. You know, like I like you, but like, pick a lane. Then I read this thing after he's announced as being full time back. He's on the SmackDown roster. Matt Cardona's back in WWE. And he makes this post, saying how happy he is. But then in that same paragraph says these past 5 years on the Indies were the best years of his career. And I got to think, well, what are you doing then?
Yeah.
Right? Like, if these past 5 years were the best of your career, why are you so eager to wrap them up and go back to the thing that you are essentially stating was not the best years of your career? That just is definitely an obvious question there.
My point to this was likely money, because he's probably getting paid more, or definitely getting paid more by WWE than he would have been on the indie market, I would think.
Of
So
course, yeah.
that's a factor. And then second to that, I mean, he's married to Chelsea Green, and now he has an opportunity to travel with her consistently because they are on the same show. So I think that probably played into it. If you are in a partnership and they seem to be very happy together, I mean, if you believe their social media presentation, so it's probably a huge draw to know, like, I can travel and work with my wife all the time and not be away from each other because of conflicting schedules. So I think that probably plays a huge factor whether he liked being on the indie circuit more or not.
Yeah, I mean the Chelsea thing is got to have been a factor, but I mean, again, just taking those comments, best years of my career.
Yeah.
We weren't talking about the details. He's just said these are the best, and I got to think, well, why? Why leave them? Why not keep going with that? If it's the best.
Love matters
Clearly,
more.
that's not the best for him.
Yeah. Well, that he said best years of my career. That doesn't mean the best years of my life.
That's a good point.
Good distinction.
All right. He's
Yeah.
thinking more about life
Thank
than career
you.
now. Yep, there it is.
Thank you. All right. Next, we had a promo segment, Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Trick Williams got a pretty good pop, but then I read online that the live reaction didn't sound as crazy as it sounded on TV. I don't know about that, but I do know that he's quite popular. I
Big
don't.
boy. Real big boy.
He is a big boy.
Man,
Yeah.
he made Sammy look really little. I mean,
Yeah.
Sammy's not big, but gosh, he looked tiny next to him.
Yeah. So a feud between the two of them, and I think a match set up between the two of them, right?
Likely. I mean, that's a good kind of. Guess that's a good way to bring him in. That's mid card, and he was a champ in NXT. Why not, right?
Yeah. He's coming in like a big shot. Next we had a United States Championship match. Carmelo Hayes versus Johnny Gargano. This was a great match. Like, I don't know if you remember, but multiple times we were like, this is really well done.
Yeah, for sure. I like both of these guys. I've liked Gargano for a long time. He's a good wrestler. And for the longest time I was so much more into like the pomp of it all, the character, the story, the entrances, like all the the fireworks, the flash. But I've gotten a lot more focused on the in-ring talent of some of these people, and people that I didn't like as much I've started to appreciate a lot more because of their in-ring ability. Like, I'm still not an AJ Styles fan, but God, this guy can wrestle.
Yeah, I know. We're coming around on AJ Styles.
There's just there's a lot of, and the more you switch that focus, the more you start to realize the ones that are super popular without being great in the ring, and see like, wow, like character can do a lot for you.
Yeah.
Jey Uso. Excuse me. Anyways, yeah, I just I'm a big fan of the in-ring ability a lot more these days, and these two guys can get it done.
Yeah. I'm still here for the pageantry.
And I like Mello as a champ. I really do. I think he's put a lot of work in his first year and a half in WWE. He's had a lot of matches and a lot of good matches. So this is a really nice bone to throw his way.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, he retained. He won that match. And just top-notch wrestling. It was really good.
Yep.
Next, we have Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. So it starts with Drew. So Cody's looking for him everywhere, and then it starts with Drew appears on the screen, and he's at Cody's bus, and he's gone through the bus and taken a photo of him and Dusty. And then Cody runs back and is looking for him, and then Drew appears in this. He's like a magician. He appears in the ring.
So there's definitely some contradiction in what was happening here because Cody goes in the ring. He's dropping this promo about how he's the champ. He's going to stay the champ. Drew's not taking the belt from him. It ain't going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. And then allows himself to be baited by Drew and these stupid things like smashing a picture.
Yeah.
Like, it's a picture, dude. You can afford a new frame. Like, get over it.
Well, we were watching it. You were like, yeah, because you can't reprint a picture.
Like, seriously. I mean, it's almost kind of offensive to the audience to think that we would buy that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's because we've got this condition that if he lays a finger on Drew, he's going to lose the title. You just told us there's no chance he's going to take the title from you, but then you're going to have us believe that you're trying to hit him, which would have you lose the title immediately.
Yeah, well,
like,
he's
come on.
overcome with emotion, you see.
Again, like, you have digital images of this picture.
Well,
you
we
can
don't know
reprint.
that.
I mean,
maybe it's the only copy.
No.
Okay. Well, it could be. Anyway.
It didn't look like an original photo. No.
So there was stipulations revealed for their 3 stages of hell match.
Right.
So stage 1 was standard match, stage 2 falls count anywhere, stage 3 steel cage. I don't really understand this. Is it all one match?
Well, it's three falls. So basically, the third one only happens if it's 1-1 after the first two.
They don't happen all at the same time.
Yeah.
They're
all happening
all at the same time.
Yep.
Okay.
One to the next. Yep.
Then I get it.
The
but
steel
it
cage.
confusing.
I think he said. I'm pretty sure he said an old school steel cage.
Oh,
so
maybe.
I'm wondering, or something to that effect. I'm thinking like maybe it's going to be like those blue ones that had like window sized spaces in them. Like, those are crazy. They haven't used those since like the 80s or something like that, but
I don't know. We'll see.
That'd be pretty neat.
We'll find out. I'm excited to see this. This is something I haven't seen.
Those cages are a lot easier to climb because the new ones, they're essentially just like a chain link fence.
Yeah, chain link fence. Yeah. He ends up burning the photo of Cody and Dusty, and Cody's losing it, and there's 45 people out there trying to hold Cody back.
Yeah.
And that's the end of that segment. So
yeah.
Leading up to their 3 stages of hell match.
They're definitely, doing some good stuff with Drew right now. I think he needed this.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
It's a good storyline, although it's kind of like, sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
It's kind of like, I guess that's the point. It's his character, but it's kind of Drew's MO to like stalk people. Like,
yeah,
he had the same thing going with CM Punk, and
Yeah, I mean, he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
and he's good at it.
Excessively stalk people and taking mementos. He had that bracelet.
Yeah, he was doing that with CM Punk. Yeah,
he took the photo from Cody.
Yeah, he's he takes things to a very personal level.
Yeah,
right. That's his whole thing. But for the longest time, it felt like we were talking about him losing all the time. I don't think that's gonna happen this time.
Yeah, we'll get into it in predictions, but I have some stuff to say about that too. Next we have the Women's United States Championship match.
I don't even want to talk about this.
Yes, ridiculous. We're angry. So Chelsea Green, I actually have a note here. Chelsea Green was getting all the crowd attention. Nobody cares about Julia. I'm telling you right now.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Julie, I mean, we talked about her little sidekick basically being more interesting than she is, right?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Kiana
James.
Yeah.
And she is. She's more interesting, and was in this match even the most interesting part of it was like her distracting to make it go Julie's way. I mean, why give it back to Julia?
Yeah.
What was the reason there? Like, there's so many other people that would make more sense to bring into this. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
And now
I do like it though if the gimmick is that like Chelsea just keeps getting it back.
I'm
She's gonna be
fine.
like the 20-time
I'm
US
fine with that,
champion.
but it needs to be somebody new each
Yeah,
time,
I know,
right? Like,
not
don't just
Julia.
keep dancing with the same
Yeah.
partner. So I think she will get it back. I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a thing. Like she's
Yeah.
the
I
first,
like that idea.
fourth, maybe the sixth.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like Chelsea as a champ, and hopefully we'll see that again soon.
Yeah, so that's a title change to start off the year. Julia, new US champ. Lame. Next, we had the main event, the ambulance match.
It was okay. It was okay. The Damian Priest setting fire to
Am I missing something from this?
Aleister Black's face. It was forced. Like it didn't work right the first time. He like goes to ignite this flame on Aleister's face, and you could just tell it didn't work the first time. So he's doing this a little too long, and Aleister's leaving his face there a little too long to get burned, and that moment fell flat for me. Also, just the continuation of Damien going in the ambulance and then kicking Aleister back. Like, I don't know. It just, there were parts that were really good and there were parts that fell a little flat for me, but it was okay.
So yes, that and Rhea Ripley surprise, and
I didn't mention that though. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? In the promo before that match, remember I was saying I should have said this out loud because in Damian Priest's promo, there was a girl walking around behind him, and I thought, well, that's kind of weird that there's just this girl walking around during his promo. Like, what is that? And I thought, well, that's probably Rhea, and there's probably going to be something involving her with this. It seemed like maybe a bit of a stretch because Rhea had, the other match going on.
I'm glad they did. That made
cool.
it more of a surprise because nobody would have been expecting it because she did have a match that night.
I like maintaining the connection between these two as well.
I love them together. Yeah.
I think it's cool.
The Terror Twins.
You know, as long as they keep the connection alive, it allows them to kind of come back to it when they want for different reasons. I like it.
Me too.
Cool.
I'm into it. So Damian Priest shoved him in that ambulance and won that match. Interesting match. You know, I was asking you, like, how did you and I last week didn't even know. We were like, how does an ambulance match work? All you have to do is put them in there.
Get the door closed.
Just get them in there and get the door shut.
That's it.
That's it. Other notable moments. So, like you said, Jordan Grace, she was backstage. She was speaking with Nick Aldis about a possible Smackdown move. Shinsuke Nakamura, Tama Tonga had a Japanese conversation backstage.
That's right. That was a little bit odd, right? It felt like something was going on there.
So I think they have a history. They were in the, what is it, New Japan?
Yeah, but it looked like he was trying to hide that connection from Solo. You know, like
Gotcha.
it was, I don't know, a little odd.
Yeah. Jade Cargill taking credit for injuring Michin, the match that didn't happen, and Oba Femi video package aired. So another kind of potential move to SmackDown.
Oba Femi's going to be a tough one to be creative with because, again, you have somebody here that in reality should just be mopping the floor with 80% of your roster.
He is a big boy.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Into Raw.
That was SmackDown. Into Raw. Okay, this was our Stranger Things crossover episode, and there was not a lot of info on what this crossover was going to entail. A couple things about it, okay? So I personally would not call it a crossover. I would call it a theme. They had,
of course, that's all it was.
Stranger Things decorations, okay?
And done.
And chapter titles before each match, like they do in the episodes of Stranger Things. It's like chapter 1, this. And that was it. That was the only things. And like little, like the Demogorgon going off in the graphic in the corner of the screen.
But just like, who cares? They didn't even have any
crossover.
There was no cast members there.
So that was a big thing. I have no actors in appearance. Like there's nobody in the crowd like, hey, we have the actors of Stranger Things. No, they didn't even show up. So
no. I mean, this was the biggest flop. Like, I mean, I have to guess that Stranger Things fans that tuned into wrestling that they might not have watched to see the Stranger Things stuff were
That has to
horribly
be.
disappointed.
Well, yeah. That has to be what the goal was, right? Because it doesn't do anything. Stranger Things is crazy popular. Like,
Mhm.
they don't need it. And the only thing that I think they were trying to is to trick Stranger Things fans into watching WWE
What else
that
could that
don't
have been?
already, I mean.
I mean, they had a few props at the entranceway, and like you said, the
Chapter title
that's
things.
it, nothing
Yeah,
else.
that's it, guys. So I found that so odd, but anyway, I mean, it's neat, I guess, if you're both a Stranger Things fan and a WWE fan. Maybe that was neat for you, but I can't call it a crossover. It wasn't. It was a theme of the night, and that's it.
Yeah.
They decorated for it like a party. Anyway,
Anyway,
first up, we had the women's tag team championship match. So Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane.
being the Netflix anniversary, they're out of the gate with a big one here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I was excited about this. I know a lot of people prefer Io and Rhea on their own. And I mean, obviously they're big stars on their own, but they're just it's not a sensible thing to have them in title pictures, and they're too big to not be in some sort of title picture. So why not put them into this tag thing? And it makes the tag scene look better than it has basically ever.
And they will go back out on their own. That's
They
the
will,
thing.
of course
They
they
are
will.
huge. Like they will definitely be on their own. For right now, I like this.
Yeah, I mean this, and I mean let's get into it. They take the titles.
Yeah.
They beat the Kabuki Warriors, which we predicted they would, and
Yeah.
this just now is going to go into what I predict to be a big feud between them and who we really love, which is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte
Yeah,
Flair.
you're hoping for that for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to go that long.
It is a long time still between
Our
now and
our
then.
pals there were talking about this leading to a breakdown between Rhea and Io.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean they've got an epic history as well, just against each other. But so it could go that way where they break down and just fall apart and create a good storyline there,
Yeah.
leading to Mania, or maybe they get some miles out of this with Charlotte and Alexa, and we take that to Mania.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my hope.
A note on this match. So first of all, Kabuki Warriors kind of controlled a lot of the match, and before kind of Rhea Ripley came back with some power, and
The match wasn't
Io
great,
Sky
though.
got in there. No, so this was my second note. Io Sky got in there. Io Sky is great. Like we were by the time that Io Sky got tagged in, because if I'm remembering correctly, it was a while before she got tagged in,
It
and
was.
you and I were like, "This is not good. They are moving slow. It's not exciting." And then Io got in there. And we are like, "Yes," and she did get some like hard hitting moves right away, but it was not their best match.
No, I'm a big Rhea fan, and she's the star she is for a reason. So nothing against her in the big picture, but honestly, this was not her best outing. I found her to be pretty pretty slow, I
Yeah.
guess is the word.
Yeah.
A lot of the moves just seemed really obvious. It seemed like she was just kind of standing in places very obviously at times. Even Io, who I just think is literally the best wrestler in the world,
Yeah.
she at one point like held herself on the middle rope to keep herself spread out over the top rope so Kyrie could drop a leg on her. And it's like, in what world would doing that have made any kind of sense?
Yeah.
Like, listen, we all know they're predetermined outcomes. We're watching scripted television here. But at the end of the day, we want to feel some sort of realism with it. And I feel, again, it's offensive to the audience when it's that obvious.
Yeah.
Just don't do those moves if it's only able to be done in an obvious way. Just leave it out.
Yeah.
Move on to something else. Not my favorite match at all, but I did enjoy the outcome.
Yeah. New champs.
Yep.
Next we had a Gunther promo. This was fun. So Gunther came out, he had
Well, Adam Pearce talked to him first and said, "Show some respect tonight when you go out there.
oh
It's a
yeah.
big night."
Yeah.
So he comes out and
He's got a t-shirt on that says tap like a bitch.
it's so funny. I
Uh,
love all of this.
yeah. So interrupting him is AJ Styles. He slaps Gunther across the face. All of this kind of, so first of all, hilarious. You're like, what is going on? Like, why is AJ Styles is up there too? Why is Gunther beating up, first of all of the older wrestlers who are announcing retirements or have already technically retired?
Yeah. Like,
You got
we're
Goldberg,
you're building him as
John
this like
Cena.
super
AJ
badass.
Styles recently said he'll be probably retiring within the next year. Gunther's
CM Punk.
beating them up on their way out.
He lost to CM Punk, but like, I mean, yeah, they're only having him fight guys in the twilight of their career and trying to make that, paint him as this crazy badass. I mean, it's working, but at the same time, like, look at who he's beating, guys. Like, he's not beating.
Who's over the hill? Who's an easy target?
Yeah, he's not beating anybody in their 30s. That's these. Put him up against Obafemi. Let's see what happens.
I'm not calling these guys easy targets. They're good wrestlers, but the storyline is that they're past their prime and they're retiring. And
well, and I mean, okay, so you're gonna bring out AJ Styles to intimidate Gunther, who just beat John Cena, who beat AJ Styles 2 months ago. Like, why would we think that this makes any sense?
But on a positive note, what we got out of that was AJ Styles leaving the ring and doing a parkour flip.
It was very impressive.
It was glorious, and I loved it.
A lot of flair. It was good.
He did a hair flip and just
it was pretty spectacular.
Kicked his feet out. He's like a unicorn.
That's good. I'm glad we finished on a positive spin with that, 'cause I'm feeling like I'm being a little more negative about these last couple of episodes. But like the Netflix anniversary, I had high hopes, and I just feel like it did not accomplish the goal.
Yeah.
The launch a year ago was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
This, wah.
Nah, a lot of people I saw online felt that way. Next, we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, and this went the way we thought it would.
Yeah, Becky won by cheating.
Yeah, big time Bex.
Yeah, big time Bex. She was using the ropes to reverse the hold, and she won that match. And it was great.
It was
so good. Perfect way for Becky to win that.
A lot of people were kind of messaging us or commenting on some things that we'd put up regarding this match, saying that they felt like Maxine should keep the belt, and that it was Becky's job to lift her up in this moment and then move on to something else. Where our stance on that was, not having her come out of this on top would make it hard for her to move on to a bigger picture, right?
Which she needs to do.
I hope, I've said this before, I really hope that Natty comes back with this low-key legend character and makes a play for this title. If it's, to avenge Maxine now, that would be cool.
And a lot of people were saying that having it end this way would squash any momentum for Maxine Dupree, and I just don't think that's true, because WWE did it the right way, and they had Becky win by cheating. So Maxine Dupree didn't really lose any cachet because Becky cheated to win. So
and now she's a former champ as well.
Yeah.
And, it was all good stuff for Maxine. It's all a step in the the forward direction. For Becky, it would not be the same.
Yeah, that's right. Moving on, Usos promo. The Usos, I'm just really briefly going to touch on this, and we're going to move on.
Please make it brief, yes.
They came out in the crowd. They said nothing really that makes any sense. It was basically an open challenge to any tag teams that want to take them on, but they were like, it's nothing. They have nothing to say.
So I mean, they pretended, so they came out to Jay's music, which, why?
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing the the combined music
Crowd
again.
wasn't really yeeting in the end. They were
No,
playing the
yeet.
music and they like zoomed out on the crowd like it was going to be this big yeet fest and nobody was doing it.
No,
And I was
yeet
like,
movement is
it's
dying.
over. It's done.
So,
We
yeah, I
can't
mean,
rest on this too long. We got to move on.
I know, but they come out, they stop the song like everybody knew you stopped it just so you could do your run it back thing again.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
just enough is enough.
It's
you know?
too much. The whole thing was not necessary and it ended and you and I were like, what was the point of that? And I guess it was to announce an open challenge. But they don't really need to do that. They're champs. It would make it would make perfect sense for them to have a match coming up. So anyway.
Mhm.
Next, Stephanie Vicaire promo. Okay. So she comes out in a walking boot. She does not have crutches or a cast on, but she is in a boot walking to the ring. So she's injured. Another promo though that we were like I recorded some of our reaction to it. I don't know that I posted that one, but I will. And we're just kind of like, this sucks. Like, what is going on? She's like, very lackluster. And she's like, no injury will stop me. And we're like, well, it looks like it stopped you. Like, I don't know. You're in a boot. I don't know what to tell you. But then to make it exciting, and this was the best part of it, was Raquel Rodriguez jumps out from behind her and attacks her. And you were like, you're in the audio of my recording of it. You're like, that's how you fight.
Oh my God. For me, excuse me, this was up there with like the best moments of the night. I loved this.
Yeah.
First of all, to your point, and I hate to put people's promo work down because of a language barrier, because that's really just in essence not really fair, but it is what it is here. I mean, there, whether it's that or just a lack of presence or spark, like Stephanie just does not excite me in her promo work at all. Like there's nothing there. And I want there to be because I do think she's cool. I think there's something there that could be exciting, but it's just not, it's never hitting right for me.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people disagree with me, and that's great. Tell me all about it. But Raquel comes out and makes this, takes it from like this snooze fest to just like, oh yeah, this is so good. And just beats the crap out of her, destroys this, damaged leg of hers just to the point where like she's got to be vacating the title now, we figure, right? And I love every second of this. I'm a big Raquel fan.
And that's what I said. I was like, so it's great heel momentum for Raquel. And then for Stephanie, I was like, there's no way. Like, this is just a move for them to explain why she would vacate the title due to an injury. But I read online a couple articles where they're saying that, like, the fact that she didn't have a cast on, she had a boot on, she didn't have crutches, she walked out, probably not that bad of an injury. And this kind of just maybe prolongs her recovery a little bit more. But a lot of people saying they don't think she'll vacate. But we'll see. Time will tell.
Well, yeah.
But that's what I thought too. Next, Lyra Valkyria versus Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's first match back in nearly 7 months.
Yep.
And we loved it. We were pumped for it.
Hell yeah. We knew she'd win, and she did.
Yeah.
We there was bound to be some outside interference. I mean, that's very Liv-like right now, similar to Becky. I mean, the heels do what the heels do.
Yeah.
But
Roxanne was there.
Yeah. We got some Bayley and Roxanne action outside the ring, and ultimately Liv picked up the W.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Last but not least, our main event of the night, the World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk versus Braun Breaker. CM Punk really showing some stamina here.
Yeah. I mean, he's not moving like Braun throughout the match.
No, but he lasted.
But that's the thing. CM Punk's got a gas tank. I think I think Corey Graves said that. And by the way, shout out to Corey Graves. He's great.
Yeah, you were really enjoying his commentary.
I've really grown to appreciate how good he is. He carries Michael Cole a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Michael Cole gets so much glory. and rightfully so. But Corey Graves, man, like he does a hell of a job next to him. So yeah, shout out. But CM Punk, he's got a gas tank. This was a decent enough match. We knew we'd see some outside interference, and
We did. The
we got
vision
that.
was there, but then we had a luchador extravaganza.
That surprised me.
Yeah, I was like, you're
didn't
like,
see that coming.
who's coming out? Who do you think's coming out? And then it was Penta, right? And then Rey Mysterio jumped out from somewhere, or maybe it was Dragon Lee first. But anyways, Dragon Lee, Penta, and Rey Mysterio all showed up. Which they have been having an ongoing thing with the Vision, right? So
well, Ray had the thing with Logan, and then Penta came to help out with that. So that, I mean, it's not completely nonsensical, but certainly wasn't anything I was thinking was going to happen. It was kind of a surprise. And I figured we would see more, but that was it for outside interference.
Yeah, they chased them off, and then they were gone, and then it was just the two of them left in the ring again. And it was a lot of back and forth. Like, Braun Breaker is just a crazy athlete. I mean, I don't know. He looks like a, bullet train going through.
Yeah, he
I don't know.
yeah, for sure.
Anyway, nevertheless, CM Punk does win and retain somehow.
Yeah, I mean, this was a clean win. And that, I don't think too many people saw happening, right?
No.
Like, I mean, I don't think they saw a clean win for either of these guys.
It's good. I don't hate it. It is a little bit of like it's one of those moments where you're like, this is a bit far-fetched maybe. But
it's more than a bit far-fetched. But, I think Braun can handle that. His character is not going to really lose steam because of this. I think, the Vision being what they are, they're fine. A lot of people thinking that Braun will win the Rumble and that'll put him in the title picture again, and that's when he'll get it done, but we'll see.
We'll see. Well, that was Raw.
Right.
So we have to go into our first segment.
We do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
Well, I don't know.
Top of the pop. I gotta look at my notes that I discarded.
I do know. There's one answer, and it's the right one.
Okay. Go for it.
Mr. RKO himself.
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty big pop.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that Matt Cardona got a pretty big pop, too.
Yeah, there's something about that, like, I hear voices in my head. Yeah, that hits, and the people just went nuts. He's been gone for a couple months, too, so.
I'm down for that. Yeah, it was a return for him. Yep, I'm into it. I'm with you on that. I love Randy Orton. I want him, just like you say it all the time, but like I want bigger things for him. He needs to be up there with Cody, and he did say to Cody backstage,
coming for that belt.
Yeah,
when you beat Drew,
yeah,
I'm coming for that belt.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of neat because it was like, it wasn't a if you beat, it was when you beat.
They have respect for each other,
and I don't think he's going to beat Drew. So I think, that'll be good for their friendship. But,
okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
Next
top of the pop for me is Randy.
That's right. I'm with you. I agree.
Cool. All right, here we go.
You suck.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat.
Logan Paul during the promo with
where they were up
Mr.
in the
Theory.
crowd.
Yep. Yeah. They were booing him out pretty good. He was saying the funny stuff. Yeah, I love when he calls himself humble.
It was good. He and Austin Theory have like a kind of an interesting balance right now. Like Austin Theory's very like the way that he's doing his promos is very like calm and collected. And like, this is what it is, and this is what it's gonna be, and the Vision does this, and Logan Paul is like so like just crazy and out there, like
Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's Logan Paul. I don't
Yeah.
have any other word to describe
He's
it.
very Logan Paul-like, yes.
So I like that for them. Like it's a good yin and yang kind of situation.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. He gets crazy boos, and like we've said before, like Dom was like our big one for a while because he could never even talk before WrestleMania last year. And I think Logan's up there with that now. So
I mean, the other obvious one is Gunther and coming out with the shirt. I just
definitely.
don't want to say Gunther every episode, but I mean,
I think Logan Paul's might have been bigger than
they were
Gunther's.
they were booing so he couldn't speak. And when they're doing that intentionally, like it's generally going to be
Yeah.
one of the bigger, if not the biggest, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Congrats, Logan.
Congrats, gentlemen.
Okay.
Last segment.
Here we go.
I mean, it's not our last segment because we're doing predictions, but it is our second to last segment.
Segment. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Go ahead.
The social. Social.
Okay, so when we normally do the social, I'm holding my mic and I get to do this kind of like around the world thing, and I hold my and I didn't know what to do with myself this time because we're hands free, folks, and I got a little lost.
We've got a lot to learn.
I got to figure out a new thing to do.
Yeah,
Anyway.
watch next episode. I'm going to switch the location of the boom too. So you're just going to, it's back to square one.
I think that'll be good though if we move our mics this way. You'll see next time, guys. I'll have some more space for some moves.
Constantly evolving.
We are. I told you we're growing up. All right, on the social. Okay, so this is something you were talking about. We were talking the other day. We used to have Peacock because we have a friend of the family that lives in the States, and they were able to get us a Peacock account. We couldn't because we didn't have a U.S. credit card. And when we were down in Florida for a big trip, we were watching tons of Peacock because they had the WWE library. You recently said, "Oh, it sucks that we don't have Peacock anymore because we're back in Canada and you can't watch all the documentary stuff." And so, anyways, all this to say, the contract on a bunch of the Peacock content has ended, and it's all moving over to Netflix.
I love this.
Yeah,
it's so cool because I mean, it's not like Netflix has had a lot of content, like a lot of like all the old WrestleManias, Rumbles, Survivor Series, all that stuff. But there's some great documentaries.
Yeah.
Like the Cody Rhodes one, the Bray Wyatt
one was so good. Yeah.
And they're not readily available for people in Canada, and I'm guessing a lot of other countries. So really cool that that's going to change now.
Yeah. Yeah. So transitioning over currently, Netflix will host WWE's premium live events that occurred prior to September 2025. The ones after that are still under contract, but anything before September will get moved over to Netflix if it wasn't already on there. This is for the US too, because in the US it was much more separated than it is elsewhere.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky in Canada so far.
Yeah. And yeah, things started moving over as of New Year's Day 2026. It is non-exclusive, so not everything has to be on Netflix. They might distribute parts of the library, but a lot of it is moving over.
We'll keep you posted.
Pretty cool. We're excited about that. We love all the content. The documentaries are fun to take in because they're like an added bonus. Updates on returns. Chris Jericho. This was something we were kind of hoping for at the Netflix anniversary. It did not happen. He currently remains listed on AEW's roster page. He has not been removed, suggesting that his contract situation isn't clearly resolved, that there's not a final ending of his contract there. So
yeah, I mean, it was disappointing, but not the end of the world by any means. I more than anything hope that Chris returns to WWE to join creative.
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah,
I don't necessarily think he's going to add a ton to the in-ring action, but this guy's one of the best wrestling minds of all time. I mean, some of the best stuff that happened while he was with WWE was because he thought of it. With AEW, I mean, he was responsible for tons of what happened in there. So, I mean, he's just got a great mind for creative, and I'm sure will bring a lot to the table.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, it's the nostalgia factor. Like they want people that they used to see, they want them to come back. It doesn't matter if they're aging out or whatever the thing is. It doesn't, they just want to see them back there. That's why a lot you get like Goldberg and stuff like, people want to see it. And it's just because of the nostalgia. Seth Rollins, he was backstage at Raw this past week, even though he's been out since October with his shoulder injury. I mean, there was on this report I read, they were like, his presence suggests that their WWE is keeping their options open. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, he is married to Becky Lynch and she is on the show. So I don't know about that. I don't know, just the fact that he was there means he's coming back anytime soon. I still think it'll probably be WrestleMania.
Well, and who's to say that he wouldn't just want to go and say hi to his pals or watch the show?
Yeah.
Like, come on, there's a million different reasons why he could have been there other than being back in action.
And he has a small child with a woman that is performing on Raw. So
Exactly. And she was winning the title that night.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it made sense. I don't think he's coming back, and I don't think he's coming back for Rumble. He's coming back for Mania. That's all he cares about. I'm sure he's coming back at Mania.
Yeah. Chad Gable. There's a lot of reports online suggesting that his planned return is tied to Royal Rumble week in Saudi Arabia.
Ooh.
I hope he comes back more interesting than he was before. Jacob Fatu, he is actually expected to return on the January 9th SmackDown this week after his long time off and dental surgery that he's had. So that'd be cool. Yeah. I've heard, I read a couple things online about how there are predictions that there'll be a very big push for Jacob Fatu this year.
Push to what though? Like I don't know.
I love Jacob Fatu, so I like him.
I do too. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just like I don't know how they deal with this super stacked roster. And because anybody that's not amazing, the social media and the audience basically want them gone, so that we just now have this roster of these amazingly stacked stars.
Yeah.
With not enough belts. What do you do? What do you do with all these people?
I don't know, but they're ever evolving as well.
We need 12 more belts.
Yep.
12. Maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, it was just flashing in my head. You saying we need 12 more belts, and I think you're talking about us. And I'm like, no, we don't.
Oh, we need more than 12. Yeah.
No, we don't. Dominic Mysterio, the current projection for his return puts him on track to be cleared right around Royal Rumble week.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah. 3 to 4 weeks recovery.
Oh my gosh, would I ever flip out if Dom won the Rumble? Oh my God, that would be so great.
They might do something like that because when he won WrestleMania, I mean, like the crowd went wild. And I don't know that anybody, even Dom, I don't know anyone was expecting that. People were thrilled.
Yeah.
When he won at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think he's, even though he gets the boos, I think he's one of the most popular guys there. I mean, you don't hear a lot of people saying bad things about him.
No.
Everybody seems to love him. So, yeah, I think throwing him a Rumble win would definitely go over. I don't think it's going to happen this year.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it.
No.
Not this year.
No, not this year. You're right. Lastly, on the social, there's been some AI controversy. So I guess AJ Lee was highlighting some issues online. AI, huge problem and huge benefit to society. It's automating a ton of stuff. I know so many people that use it all the time professionally, ChatGPT, using it to quickly write emails, etc., etc. I guess online, a lot of famous people in general are struggling with AI generated images or videos used a lot of the time to put them in compromising positions and stuff like that, or present information that's not true to them. And I guess it was happening with AJ Lee. So she was posting a lot about it. And then just this past week, Jordan Grace, is that her name?
Yep.
It sounded weird when I said it. Anyways, yeah, Jordan Grace. Also responded with the same thing because a fan online used Grok AI on Twitter to make some suggestive, not completely explicit, but suggestive photos of her using her face and AI and put them out online. And she was like, "This is not me. I did not take these photos." And she had to put out a statement. And she was just kind of advocating for the fact that there should be some legal ramifications for people using your likeness in that way. It's so quick to generate those pictures with AI. And if people don't realize that it's fake, it sends the wrong message.
It's career damaging
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, their careers are based on public perception, right?
Yeah.
So, I get it. And I mean, if you think about it, if there aren't legal ramifications for things like this, what would stop brands from using celebrity endorsements that
Yeah.
are AI generated? Like, why pay the celebrity to do it when you can just make everybody believe it's them saying it for free?
Yeah,
or
if Joe Blow
far
next
less.
door can put out a picture on his Facebook of somebody, why can't CoverGirl use someone's AI
Exactly.
image?
There has to be legal around that, right? I mean, at some point.
I
It's
think
just,
this is something we need to get on top of as a society because I think AI can be used for evil.
it's a very quick, very slippery slope.
Yeah.
So, like anything else,
There'll
if
be
used for
changes.
good, it can be really good. But when used for bad, it can be very bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they got to get some sort of handle on it for sure.
So many videos online too. You get like the cat attacking the bear or whatever those things are, And tons of people for a while are like, "Oh my god, you see all these cats attacking bears?" And you're like, "That's not real."
You do start to sort of learn what to look for
Yeah,
in the
that's right.
videos, right? To be able to identify them as being fake. But I mean, people will get better and better at producing them, and it'll get harder and harder to determine what's real and what's
Right.
not. So, yeah,
Definitely.
now's the time to start putting some parameters on these things.
Don't believe everything on the internet, folks. All right, let's quickly run through some predictions to close out our show here.
Yeah.
Friday Night Smackdown, January 9th, happening in Berlin, Germany. We're going over to Europe, folks.
Yeah, I'm giving this to Drew. I don't want to.
I didn't even announce the first match, but it's fine.
Yeah, sorry, I read. It's the Cody Drew match.
Yes, undisputed WWE Championship match.
I already said it earlier in the show. There's no spoiler here. I hate to say it because I love Cody, and anybody that knows me knows that, but I think it's necessary for story development for this change to occur.
I do also think Drew will win, and I think they might push Cody in a heel direction with this.
I don't think I've said this on any of our episodes. I predicted that it was Cody that attacked Jacob Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they bring that back and go in that direction. I mean, that would be a big deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I just think Drew's been working him up so much to like push him past his limits of like what he would do that was morally right / wrong. I don't know. I think it could be possible that if Drew wins, which I think he will, that it might push Cody over the edge and he might go heel.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. 8-man tag team match: the Wyatt Six versus the MFTs, the Mother effing Tongans.
I love it. Yeah. Because it's not a title match, I'm going to say MFT.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Wyatt Six.
All right. That's interesting. Gives us a chance to have a winner like you like.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Mostly because I just don't really have a horse in this race, and I like the Wyatt Six, so I just,
Yeah, it's as good a reason as any.
Yeah. Ray Phoenix and Trick Williams.
Trick Williams.
You think so, eh?
Yeah. Ray Phoenix is the size of Trick Williams' leg.
I guess they got to build Trick Williams up a bit.
I think, yeah, to bring him out to an initial loss. I mean, that's
yeah.
no.
I'm with that. I agree with you. Okay, Monday Night Raw, January 12th. That's in Dusseldorf, Germany as well. There was only one match announced for this when I did my notes. I don't think anything new has been announced, and it was AJ Styles and Gunther. Also, likely an Uso tag team match because they had the open challenge.
Right. Gonna go Gunther all
Yeah.
day. Easy. For the Usos, I mean, that's interesting. Maybe.
Like, we don't know. My question here is who will challenge the Usos because it's not an announced match. But
Maybe we see the Street Profits come back because it's like something you wouldn't expect because they've been gone for a
that's
bit.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
maybe we see something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Don't want to see the New Day again.
Street Profits would be exciting. I would be in for that.
Yeah, let's go.
They
Street
had some
Profits.
good momentum for a while. AJ Styles, Gunther. Gunther's winning, and I'll go with the Street Profits. That's
All right,
cool.
bring the smoke.
Usos. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it, folks.
All right. Well, we'd love to hear your thoughts on our thoughts.
Yes. You can give us your thoughts on all of our social media pages where we do post shorts of this episode, as well as shorts of reactions and reviews, etc., etc., etc. So go on to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, X, and find us at Pop'n'Heat. That's at POPNHEAT.
Yeah. And you can watch this or any of our other 39 episodes from our first season. Audio versions available on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Audible. And you can always catch the video version right here on YouTube.
That's right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, folks. And check back in with us next week. We'll recap SmackDown and Raw and go over how our predictions fared out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, guys.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
Happy New Year.
Bye.